Breaking today, Senator Joe Manchin, the most important vote in Washington these days, was pressed on whether he would vote for a filibuster loophole to get the Democrats' corrupt election rigging H.R. 1 bill passed. Take a look.
Do you believe in the idea of a carve-out where you could pass election-related bills just like you do with budget reconciliation with 50 votes rather than 60? Would you be willing to go a reconciliation route for election-only bills like H.R. 1?
Let me say this. I'm not willing to go into reconciliation until we at least give bipartisanship or get working together or allow the Senate to do its job.
After watching their blue state bailout pass the Senate yesterday along party lines through the reconciliation process, which only requires a simple majority, this is their new plan to permanently rig election rules in their favor. It was all laid out in a CNN opinion piece last week. They're calling it democracy reconciliation. But with universal mail-in voting and banana republic atrocities like ballot harvesting nationwide, H.R. 1 is the opposite of democracy. It must be stopped. Joining me now to react, Fox News contributor Lisa Boothe. And from the Rob Smith is Problematic podcast, of course, it's Rob Smith. Lisa, I don't know, this really has taken me aback. I was pretty confident that H.R. 1 is something, they say they want it, but they can't actually make it happen because they can't get the 60 votes. Now they've come up with this new idea of doing it as if it was reconciliation. And they can do it with 50 votes. It's unbelievable.
And Steve, what is so funny is I literally have this point written down, and it was one that I was planning on making on your show. So we think so much alike, but this is really important because so far we've had senators like Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin stand in opposition to ending the filibuster. But what Joe Manchin alluded to today, as what you pointed out, of maybe not ending the filibuster per se, but however, changing the rules of the filibuster. So essentially the way it would work is it would be a talking filibuster. So the bill would only be filibustered for as long as the senator or the minority was willing to stand on the Senate floor to filibuster it. And then it would open the door for the bill being passed along partisan lines. And this is very concerning because when you look at H.R. 1, it's cleverly disguised as the For the People Act. You have the media dutifully going along with it, saying it's a voting rights bill, but it's not. It's a blatant power grab from the left. It's a nationalization of our election policies. And what's incredibly damning and concerning is it would codify a lot of the concerns and a lot of the reasons why so many people distrust the 2020 elections. What it would do is expand universal mail-in ballots, and it would also allow for 10 days for those ballots to be counted. So we wouldn't know the election on election night. So, of course, people are going to have concerns that they'll suddenly be able to find enough ballots to win an election. So that would lead to a further erosion of trust in both our elections and our country as a whole.
No, it is. We've struggled to find a word for it because gerrymandering applies just to, physical districts. I mean, I tried to call the word Nancy-mandering because I don't know what to call it. It's rigging the rules in their favor. And now they're trying to push it through with this process invention of a democracy reconciliation. It's unbelievable. Rob, could you speak to the point that Lisa just made about this is all about voting rights? And this is really to counter the Republicans' racism when they talk about election integrity, and when they try and pass bills like happening at Georgia now, it's all about stopping black people from voting.
Yeah, well, it is. It's a use of language to push their agenda. And there was something about H.R. 1 that really caught my eye. So there was an amendment that was pushed forward by Cori Bush and Mondaire Jones. And this amendment would have allowed people that are currently incarcerated under a felony conviction to vote. Now, luckily, this amendment failed, but it gives you a real good insight as to where the left is trying to push this conversation. Now, this is what Mondaire Jones said. He said, every human being deserves to be able to vote their best interests. Anything less than that is inhumane and a form of slavery, indeed is the new Jim Crow. So what they're doing is they're trying to couch this power grab in the language of civil rights, in the language of race and racism. And that is exactly what they're doing right now. It's really quite odd. And what I have to say is to all of the Republican congressmen and women that are watching this and people that are in charge, stop with the culture war stuff and make sure that you are finding a way to battle this, because they have already moved on to their next fight.
so smart, that point. And Lisa, I'd like you to address that, which is, the Republicans have to wake up. I mean, this is a real threat to their ability to win elections in the future.
Well, yeah, I mean, essentially what Democrats want from this legislation is to have one-party rule in perpetuity. I mean, this is the basis of today's Democratic Party. What do they value above all else? It's power, it's keeping it, it's expanding it. We've seen this time and time again from the left, whether it's being in support of lockdowns, of taking away people's freedom, of giving more power to mayors and governors who are acting like authoritarians in this country with that. It's court packing. It's ending the filibuster. I mean, everything Democrats do, their entire MO is about power, is about denying Americans freedom and consolidating power at the top with the federal government. And that's exactly what this bill does by nationalizing elections, stripping states of their power and the ability to conduct and set their own rules for elections, and putting it in the power of not even the federal government, but one party. Because as we pointed out, this bill was only passed in the House on a party line basis. And if it's passed in the Senate, it again would be passed on party line basis. So this is essentially Democrats dictating the rules of our elections for forever on a completely party line vote. I mean, it's authoritarian in nature, and it should be universally rejected. And shame on the media, the mainstream media, for trying to couch this as a voting rights bill when it actually, denies Americans their rights because it puts the power entirely in one party.
Exactly right. That was such a good summary, Lisa. And, we're going to stay on this. It's incredibly important.
Please do, yeah.